Facing the music. There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. The immortal words of Irving Berlin. Face the music. But what does it mean? I've had to face many unpleasant consequences of my own actions, facing the music. Also, literally, standing facing the music, joyfully leading people in song. To add context, a couple of things about me. And actually, it might help to ask you. Are you good at being employed? I've never been good at being employed. Sadly, that means I've spent lots of time not being employed. And do you trust yourself? Do you trust your instincts, your ethics and your abilities? I don't. And I would often prefer to be silently hurt or offended rather than state my point of view and risk hurting someone directly. Contest chair, Toastmasters, welcome guests. This is a story of one small but explosive part of how I discovered something that has helped me to arrive, right now, at the tender age of 58 3/4, with soundish mind and body. Let me take you back to 1991, 30 years ago. We're in a typical old school hall with a raised stage at one end, torn dark grey curtains forming a dilapidated backdrop, pervading the air all the institutionalised smells that go with an English red brick school. Stale cabbage and vague aromas of disinfectant, neglect and regret. Picture this. A semicircle of 20 adults, ranging in age from 20s to late 70s, sitting in orange, red or blue plastic stacking chairs designed for children. So, just a little bit small, a little bit uncomfortable. And I was lost. I was a man, but still a boy, but not yet 30. A minicab driver for my sins, seriously depressed, underfunded and struggling to function. I would spend 6 days out of 7 lounging around, trying to get myself to work, rarely succeeding. But on a Tuesday, I would light up, spring up, shower, dress and head for this school hall, which despite my early description brought me great joy. It's a choir. A singing group which meets every Tuesday evening for 2 hours of song, flirting, coffee drinking, showing off and arguing. And here's the important bit, where the magic happened. One day our regular conductor was unavailable. Guy, our musical director, called for volunteers to have a go. I was very shy, but suddenly I was certain that I could do that. I started to put my hand up, but before it reached halfway, somebody else had called out, "Hey, what about Adam? He should do it." Adam walked to centre stage and had a go. Well, for crying out loud, he was the conducting equivalent of a damp, limp handshake. Well, if he's going to beep in while stand there conducting us, he should at least move his hands in time to the music. I sat bolt upright, feeling that righteous indignation that comes with a strongly held belief, and I realised it was I that had shouted out. Everyone stared at me in disbelief. Adam threw his imaginary baton to the floor and flounced back to his seat. "Phelops!" I heard a call come from somewhere else in the room. "If you think you know what to do, let's see you do it, smart ass." Well, shocked by my own daring, but cool, calm and confident, I took centre stage in a classic conducting pose. I signalled to the music director to start. As I made those first gestures, The singers looked at me. The music flowed through me. The singers responded, coming in at the right time, with the right notes, the right rhythm, and the right emotion. I was found. I found my place. I belonged to the music, and the music belonged to me. Have you ever seen the film The Wizard of Oz? The film starts in black and white, and after a dramatic scene there's a hurricane, a shift of time and place, an explosion of technicolor. That's what it felt like to me. As I moved in time with the music, my world went from black and white to explosive technicolor. Now at this point, this story ends, but the rest of my life begins. Over the last 30 years, that moment has remained with me as a burning memory. I've fallen many times. I've lost my way, lost the music, lost the fun. I never lost the dream, never lost that feeling of colour in my life. Today, I've been working as a choir director for more than 10 years, bringing harmony to adults affected by mental illness. And in lockdown, I've started a charity called Sustaining Harmony. And all because I was never very good at being employed. Now, however down I am, however close to despair I may get, I've always held on to that moment of discovery, that healing light of music, conducting and leading. There may be trouble ahead, but while there's music and moonlight and love and romance, let's face the music. And facing the music has always helped me to face the music. Contest chair.